What is up, guys? Welcome to my Samurai Guide. In this video, I'll be talking about the melee DPS job, Samurai. I'll go over the rotation, the opener, how to manage your resources, and just in general, how to deal good damage. If you enjoy, check out my other job guides. Samurai is a high damaging DPS with no party utility. It has very high damaging burst sequences with pretty simple failure phases. The 1 and 2 minute burst sequences require preparation during your filler, which makes it one of the harder melee DPS jobs. You have two gauges to manage, your Sen gauge and your Kenki gauge. This allows for high optimization. Samurai also has some attacks that require you to cast. Its skill floor is very low and its skill ceiling is extremely high, which makes it a very versatile job. Samurai has 3 main single target combo strings that give you personal buffs and give you stickers that are called Sen. The first combo string is Hikaze into Jinpu into Gecko. Jinpu gives a 1 minute damage buff. This should be kept up at all times. Gecko gives the blue Sen sticker. The second combo string is Hikaze into Shifu into Kasha. Shifu gives a 1 minute attack speed up buff. Again, this should be kept up at all times. Kasha gives a red Sen sticker. The third combo is Hikaze into Yukikaze. Yukikaze gives a cyan Sen sticker. Hikaze will upgrade into Gyofu at level 92. Similar to the single target combo, you have an AoE combo string. The first one is Fuga into Mengetsu. The second one is Fuga into Oka. Mengetsu and Oka give the same personal buffs I mentioned earlier, the damage and attack speed buff respectively. They also give blue and red Sen stickers respectively. Fuga will be upgraded into Fuka. A large part of Samurai's rotation is built around gaining these stickers called Sen and then placing them on a sticker sheet to deal high damage attacks. You'll place the stickers during the 1 and 2 minute burst sequences. You get stickers by using certain weapon skills like the ones I mentioned earlier. You can only have one of each sticker at a time, so make sure not to overcap, otherwise you'll lose damage. You may use Hagakure to turn the stickers you've earned into Kenki, but you are going to want to avoid this most of the time because it's usually a damage loss. Meikyo is an ability with a 40-second cooldown that lets you use 3 weapon skills without having to do the combo actions before, but you still get the benefits as if you were doing it in a combo. You'll use Meikyo during burst phases to earn stickers. You'll use 2 charges in the opener and the 6 minute burst sequence, and 1 charge in the other burst sequences. Using Meikyo will have Gecko and Kasha give you the buffs that the weapon skills before would have given, the damage buff and the attack speed buff respectively. Placing 1 sticker will let you use Higabana, which is a 1 minute damage over time on the target. 2 stickers will let you use Tenka Goken, which is a powerful AoE attack, and 3 stickers will let you use Midari Setsugeka, which is a very powerful single target attack. All of these attacks require you to cast. At level 76, you'll unlock Tsubame Gaishi, which will let you use a slightly weaker copy of the sticker placement you just used, with the exception of Higabana, which doesn't have a sticker copy. You should be able to use 2 Midaris/Tendos each minute. Downtime may drift them, but if you practice good melee uptime, you should be chilling. If there is downtime, you'll have to drift Meikyo a bit. Spending stickers will give you stacks of meditation. Once you get 3 stacks, you can use Showa, which is a line AoE attack. Tsubame doesn't give meditation stacks. Kenki is the other gauge you'll need to manage. Using your main weapon skills will build up Kenki gauge. Kenki can be spent on a bunch of abilities that deal damage, as well as a gap closer and a gap opener. Shinten and Kyoten are your main Kenki spenders. These have no cooldown and require 25 Kenki. Shinten is a single target and Kyoten is an AoE attack. Sane and Guren have 60-second cooldowns. These do more damage and require 25 Kenki. Make sure you always at least have 25 Kenki for when your 1 and 2 minute burst phases come up. If you're not careful and you don't have enough Kenki, you'll drift them and you may lose damage. Gyotun and Yaten are gap closers and gap openers respectively. Gyotun has a 5-second cooldown and Yaten has a 10-second cooldown. They require 10 Kenki. Yaten will buff your ranged attack and P for 15 seconds. Meditate is an ability that will slowly increase your Kenki gauge and give you meditation stacks over time, but it requires you to stay still and not attack. You should use this during downtime when you know you can stand still for a while. I would say you should use Shinten and Kyoten once your gauge gets to 50. That way you can still have enough for Sine and Girin when the 1 minute and 2 minute bursts come up. Make sure to be below 50 Kenki before you use Iki Shoten, otherwise you'll overcap and could lose damage. At level 68, you'll unlock Iki Shoten, which has a 2 minute cooldown and gives you 50 Kenki gauge. It also allows you to use Zanshin once you're level 76. Samurai's opener and burst is fairly flexible, but it requires prep beforehand, which makes it one of the harder melee DPS. For the opener, you use Meikyo 14 seconds before pull. It doesn't really matter what time you use it, it just has to be before the countdown ends and less than 14 seconds before the countdown ends. You'll use Gecko, weave in a pot if you're using a potion, then Kasha, then weave in Iki Shoten, which is your 2 minute ability. Then use Hikaze. Gecko and Kasha will give you your personal buffs because you're using Meikyo. Now you'll have 3 stickers. Use Tendo Setsugeka and weave Sene. Use Tsubame Gaishi. Weave Meikyo, use Gecko or Kasha. Weave Zanshin, use Higabana. Use Ogi Namakiri. Weave Showa, then use Kaishi Namakiri. Now you'll finish off by using Gecko or Kasha, whichever one you didn't use before. Now you'll get your Science sticker with the Yukikaze, use Tendo Setsugeka and Tsubame Gaishi again, and that's the opener. Once you use Zanshin, you must spend Kenki on Shinten or Gyoten as soon as possible before buffs run out. Shinten is preferable because it does more damage, but if you can only use Gyoten, then use Gyoten. As I mentioned earlier, the opener is very flexible. You can generally move around abilities however you please. This is the same for the 6 minute burst phases. The 1 minute and 2 minute burst phases are very similar. You only use one Meikyo though. Make sure you always have 25 Kenki so you can use Sine when it comes up. Around the time that Sine comes up, Higabana is about to drop off. Finish your combo, then use Meikyo and get enough Sen to use Tendo Setsugeka. Use it, then get 1 sticker and use Higabana. Then use Tsubame Gaishi. The rotation is very simple, but if you mess up or use your resources incorrectly, then you may drift some of your abilities out of buff windows, which will cause you to lose damage. You should be able to get 2 Madare/Tendo Setsugekas per minute. Use a Yukikaze combo first, then Gecko and Kasha. Make sure your personal buffs don't run out. Don't let Kenki get below 25, otherwise you'll drift Sine. Don't overcap on stickers or Kenki, and use Showa whenever you can. Samurai has a very powerful personal mitigation that has a 15-second cooldown and it lasts 5 seconds. It's called Third Eye. It gets upgraded into Tengetsu. You should use this whenever you know you're about to take damage because it gives you 10 Kenki gauge and a heal over time. It also reduces the next attack you take by 10%. That is basically Samurai. It is a very high damaging DPS and is very fun in my opinion. Plus it looks very cool. Make sure to check the balanced Discord server for further optimization and fight specific tips. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to share it with your friends and check out my other videos. I have a few job and role guides. Thank you for watching and have a great day.